Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have a review, demo, and first impressions on a brand new drugstore foundation. I have here the new L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear foundation. So the minute I saw this on Instagram, I hopped on Ulta's website and I ordered it, and I'm so excited about it because the packaging is really sleek. You get a nice pump. I got two different shades. I got shades 455 and 460. So this foundation retails for $15. There are 30 different shades. I'm not sure if this is available in store because, like I said, I did order it online. So I have my phone here. I'm just reading some of the claims on the foundation. So it says it has up to 24-hour fresh staying power, which personally I would never wear my makeup for that long. Maybe 12 hours or so is like my limit. It also says long-lasting foundation with the most lightweight, breathable texture, waterproof, transfer resistant, and sweat resistant, medium to full buildable coverage, and has a natural finish, which is pretty much like my dream foundation. Like that's always what I look for in a foundation. So hopefully it'll work with my combo skin. My T-zone is pretty oily. The rest of my skin is normal to dry. And by the way, I will leave some other foundation shades down below if you guys use me as a shade reference. I'm gonna go ahead and prime one side of my face and not prime the other. And I'm gonna use probably a beauty sponge on one side and a brush on the other just to see how it applies best. I'm gonna use my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer and also my Smashbox So Chill Coconut Primer Water. These are my two favorites. I know that these foundation primers are expensive, and I know that some people in my last first impression told me to not use such expensive primers, but these just work for my skin and they work for every foundation that I have tried. So I want to give the foundation a fair shot. So that's why I'm using my go-to primers. All right, enough rambling. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just jump into the first impression. Okay, so I'm gonna prime my right side, and I use a generous amount of this stuff. I know that this is expensive, but you guys saw, like, I use a lot every time I use this, like, all over my face, and I still have so much product left, as you can see, so, like, it's worth it. And by the way, I will film this makeup tutorial. I think I want to do this as, like, a bridal look because I really love the way that it turned out. I was playing with a new eyeshadow palette. That's why I didn't film it, because it was kind of like I was winging it. But anyways, I'm gonna go in also and prime with my Smashbox So Chill Coconut Water. This is like pretty much the same thing as the original. It's just like coconut scented. I believe this was like a limited edition one, but if you have the original, it works just as well. Okay, so here's just another product shot of the foundation. Really beautiful packaging, I love it. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, which I also love. So I use two pumps. It feels really liquidy. Ooh, it's blending out really well, and I feel like this is gonna be a really good color for me. Oh, do you see how nice that just blended in? Wow. Definitely really natural medium coverage. It feels already super comfortable. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Let's blend it up in here. I have some acne up in the hairline. Wow. You can still see some of my beauty marks and stuff peeking through, so it definitely is like a natural medium finish. I'm gonna go ahead and build it up because I love full coverage. Okay, I really also love this color on me. I think I did a good job for once on matching my shade. This foundation reminds me a lot of the LA Girl Pro HD foundation with the finish of it because it's natural, the coverage, it's medium to buildable, and just like how it's settling into my skin. I really actually like that. I'm gonna be using this foundation brush that I got in a kit from Amazon, which I will link below. Let's see which side I like better. Foundation kind of smells like alcohol a little bit. A little FYI, if you're like sensitive to smells, you can definitely smell it. Is there alcohol in this? Let's see. Oh, maybe it's the sunscreen. There is SPF 25 in it. It's blending out really well with the brush as well. I can't really tell which side I like more. You guys can be the judges. So this is 2 layers with a beauty sponge. Sorry, my table is squeaking. And this is 1 layer with a brush. The shade is like dead on, like perfect. Let's build it up a little bit. Since I built it up on the other side, I want to keep both of the sides the same. I think I'm going to gear more towards the sponge side just because I feel like it is a little bit more blendable with the sponge versus with a brush. I'm very impressed. Yeah, I'm gonna use the sponge to blend this in. Once it's settled, it smells a little bit better. But when you first apply it and you smell it, it smells a little bit like alcohol. But like once I'm blending it out, like it kind of has a really nice scent to it. So I definitely so far agree with the claims. Medium to full coverage, natural finish. It looks so good. Like, and this color, I'm in love with it. And I do have the brightness down so you guys can really see like my skin. But this is what it is looking like. Covered up everything, but it still looks very natural on the skin. Okay, I put the brightness down even more so you guys could really see what it looks like. So far I'm really loving it. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up the rest of my makeup and then I will check in with you guys and we'll see how everything applies over top. So I'll see you very soon in 1 second. So I finished up my makeup. I will be filming this look, so just be on the lookout for it, but I will leave my lip color and everything down below if you guys are interested. So this is what my face looks like. I'm honestly really happy with it. I don't have any complaints. Everything applied so smooth on the skin, like my bronzer, my blush, and I just think everything looks really good. I feel like both sides honestly kind of look the same, but I'm kind of gearing a little bit more towards the sponge side just because I feel like it looks slightly better. But you guys let me know what you think down below if you can even tell a difference. Maybe it's because of primer as well, but I really like the right side a little bit more. But I mean, they both look really good. I do want to mention that I did set my face with my NYX No Filter finishing powder. I love this stuff. This one is in shade Medium Olive, one of my favorites, and I just dusted this really lightly because I feel like if I don't set, nothing's gonna work for me. And then I also did set my makeup with my Milani Make It Last setting spray because this is one of my favorites and I always set my makeup regardless of the look that I'm doing, so I wanted to again give the foundation a fair shot. Right now it is 2:50 p.m. so I'm gonna be wearing this for the rest of the day and I'll do a few check-ins and let you guys know how it's wearing, but let me know what you think. But so far I really like it, so I'm excited to see how this is gonna wear because the finish, the way that it looks, I'm impressed. So I'll see you guys in a few hours. Hey guys, so it is around 4 o'clock, 4:30-ish. I wanted to check in with you guys before it got dark outside in natural light. So I'm in my car right now and this is what the foundation looks like. So this camera that I'm using is my vlogging camera. So I noticed that it does have a filter on it. Of course, I'm sure you guys have seen this camera everywhere and you can obviously tell that there's like an airbrush filter on it. But I noticed that whenever I zoom in, it takes away the filter. So I really tried to zoom in and you guys can see all of my imperfections. You can see my skin is not perfect. I have pores and it's not as smooth as it looks with this camera, so don't be fooled. But I really wanted you guys to see the foundation. I think honestly it looks pretty good. I do feel like I did use a lot and so it looks a little cakey around like my mouth and stuff, but it still feels really smooth. It hasn't gotten oily on me or anything, which is good. I mean, I've only been wearing it probably in total for about 2 hours, like since I first applied the foundation, but I think it looks pretty good. The ultimate test is always checking your makeup in the car, and I don't think that it looks bad at all. Like even when I'm outside like walking, I think it looks pretty good. Let me open up. People are probably staring at me, whatever. So this is it in like natural light. So like I think also the color is like super on point. Like yeah, obviously I have texture, I have pores, bumps, but I still think it looks pretty good. So I'm happy with it. So I'm actually of course in the Ulta parking lot. I'm about to go in and get some giveaway prizes for a giveaway that I'm having very soon, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'm really loving it so far, so I'll check in with you guys in a few hours and I'll let you guys know how it's wearing, but so far I'm happy. Hey guys, I'm back. So right now it is 9:56 p.m. So I've been wearing the foundation for a few hours and this is what my face looks like. I have not touched up or blotted or anything throughout the day. I noticed my skin started getting a little bit oily probably around 2.5 hours or so ago. That leads me into about 5 hours into wearing the foundation where my skin gets a little bit oily, which isn't bad. I think that you can definitely see my pores at this point. It definitely looks a little cakey, it's oily, but it's not like that bad. But I think next time I feel like I can't use as much foundation as I did, but I don't think that it looks that terrible. Definitely doesn't look like absolutely amazing. You can obviously tell at this point that I'm wearing makeup, so it is one of those foundations where like after some time of wearing it, you're gonna notice the foundation kind of sitting on top of your face, but it still feels comfortable. It doesn't feel totally cakey or like super uncomfortable on the skin. So what I'm gonna do right now is just blot. So I actually have these blotting papers from Forever 21 that I got, so I'm gonna just use these to blot. I feel like blotting always makes everything so much better. So ooh, yeah, my forehead is very oily. That already looks like so much better. It definitely doesn't look natural anymore. I feel like I said, you can definitely tell, okay, I'm wearing a lot of makeup right now. Let me zoom back in a little bit. I can kind of feel the foundation on my skin, like just by touching my face. It doesn't feel totally smooth and soft like it did when I first applied it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my favorite blotting powder from Fenty Beauty, which is the universal one. I love this stuff. And I'm just going to apply this in my T-zone. And I'm using a Wet n Wild P65 brush. Actually a really good thing about the foundation though, it definitely did like stick to my face all day. There's a lot of foundations for me that start breaking apart around my nose and around my mouth, and for this it didn't. Like it did settle in those areas around here, but it didn't break apart. Like it's still totally on my face, which is good. So that's like a good thing about it. I don't think that the foundation is bad. I think it definitely looks a lot better now that I touched it up, but just know that it is gonna be one of those foundations where you're gonna notice that you're wearing makeup after hours of wearing it. Like it's not gonna look super natural the entire day. So right now I'm not hating the foundation, but I'm not like absolutely obsessed with it. I'm gonna give it a solid B. I'm gonna keep using it. I'm gonna use it with different primers. I'm gonna use it with different concealers, different powders that I really love, and I'll see how it works. I'm gonna also use less product and see how it wears throughout the day. So I will keep you updated on this foundation, but so far I'm not mad about it. Like I think it's pretty good. In my opinion, I think this could be a universal foundation for different skin types depending on the primers that you use. So if you have super oily skin, definitely use a good mattifying primer with this. And if you have dry or normal skin, I think you would like it just because it does give you sort of like that dewiness and stuff throughout the day. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you're going to be testing this foundation out for yourselves. If I find any other information about it, when it's going to be in stores, I will leave it linked for you down below. So thank you so much for everything. I love you guys, and I will see you in a few days in my next one. Bye.